Thank you for tuning in with Enchantress. That is me, the Babbler. That is me on this evolutionary high of an uprise at this time. And so, while I prepare this salad, I felt inclined to record at this time. And so, recording, because what was coming into mind was soul talk topic. What is soul talk? So, especially for us that are more conscious and awake than most of the mundane population, I'm not trying to, be judgmental. I'm just being factual for my perception of, that I'm entitled to. And so, what is soul talk? Because there'll be times that, I'll give this as a poor example, but it's an example, where someone who's a typical mundane, part of this everyday world and sleeper tactics and may not be woke, so they might be on the illusion spoke, and yet there'll be a moment, a fragment of time where they'll say something so divine and so wise, and you're like, wow, just tuned in at this time to this deep level coming from this guy or this girl. And then you see a little twinkle. There's a twinkle. For me, I identify soul talk with a little twinkle that goes on in beneath the veil that I'll see. It's like a little Santa Claus twinkle in the eyes. But that's my identify. You have to find your identify. Okay? So I release myself from self-inflicted binds. Okay? And that might be the closer eye of not identifying and being clear with oneself about what's happening here, because there's so many things happening in between the multidimensional layers of our entire multidimensional existence that, when you are awakening to this infusion, this transition, this understanding, this overstanding, there's so many different compartments of understanding, overstanding that, we travel through. And so this is just one pocket to travel through. You know what I'm saying? Six of Pentacles. I give and receive for the universal good. All this knowledge and information, it is abundant, you see. It's not about the pentacles. Everything is about symbolism, you see. Live symbolically. Okay, I'm ready for breakthrough to success. These are the messages that are coming up through this channel, divine. Thank you for tuning in at this cosmic quantum time of this alliance. So what is soul talk? You see, so sometimes it happens, I want to say it's like a higher self version of another higher self version interacting in some kind of way, even if it happens for like a brief minuscule second of a fragment of a second that the person channeled from their highest of divine. There's a message channeling in through these vessels at this time, and it's shared and exchange, and it is up to each individual to grab whatever it is that is being received at this pivotal moment of some kind of soul talk that is taking place. I take the time to nurture myself with the wisdom, with the knowledge, with the abundance, with the wealth, the health, the heart-centered things that are in alignment with me. I see, and so therefore I breathe, seed, understanding. I give and receive for the universal good, whatever it is that I'm aligning myself with, in pure consciousness, in understanding certain kind of things. So soul talk, we have soul talk all the time. Sometimes you'll be passing by and somebody will say something like, hey, you're gonna save the world, out of the blue. Well, that highest part of the self of them coming through to deliver this message to you. Soul talk, divine. Soul talk happens all of the time. It could be shared between a coworker, you see, where they'll say something that just touches you in some kind of way. Angels speak, transferring different frequencies all around. Okay, accepting your situation without any resistance. I take the time I need to nurture myself. So here we go. So soul talk 444. I just saw 4, 8, 12, 13. 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. Hermit. I follow my own path. I accept my situation without resistance. So there's a level of observing that is occurring at this time. for many of us, we are tuning into our majestic divine. And so we're tuning in, we're tapping in, and we are also tapping out. But in this level of hermit mode that is social too. So what do you mean? How do you go into a hermit mode and then still be socializing too, or observing, you see? Because there's still other responsibilities, there's still other accountabilities, there's still other parts of ourselves that need to interact with the rest of the world. And so with that in mind, we're still going in to our divine at this. Oh, I just want my cards. So this is just a quick little message, and I'm gonna tune it out, and I'm going to share, and then I'll be posting another video later. 10 of Pentacles, I celebrate everything I've achieved. So there's been many mastering epiphanies, a lot of alignments, you see, a lot of truths coming to the surface, for we are shifting into another current of a season at this time that is leveling us up in that transitionary process, depending on our placements, you see. I have the energy I need to realize my goals. So there's a lot of harvesting of the crops, you know. So celebrating everything that we achieve. But I hear from Spirit that there's some lighthearted conversations taking place. They broke your heart. Doggone. Believe what you see. Let's see. So let's just give a little bit from our unicorn oracle messages to end this, because it's supposed to be light and bright. So let's use some humor divine from the unicorn oracles at this time. You think someone is lying? They are. So that's okay by far. Okay? To identify in your hermit mode stance, you don't need to react to things like that. Okay, to trust in what it is that you're receiving, to understand for your overstand, so that you don't get into that vibration, man. Okay, so you think someone is lying? They are. Okay, trust that, move with that. Advice to that. 4 of Wands, the universe brings all I need to feel blissful, so I'm just gonna let this go. Cut the cord, so you know that attachment now got me my detachment from the liar that is before me. I am so thankful, you see, to be able to stand here and see so clearly the liar before me, so that I don't need to react, you see, or lower my frequency, for I see, you see. Okay? Get the funk out of your own head. Get in your heart. It misses you. Okay? So get out of your head. Maybe there are some things going on spinning in your head due to some lies that might be circling about within your life at this time through to other external circumstances. Okay, so now you're identifying that. You think someone's lying. They are. Now what? Get out of your head. Get into your heart. It misses you. The very thing that you are seeking from another, find it within yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to be the gift that's going to help. I'm wedding this. All right, so we're going to pull one more clarify for that one. So get out of your head. Get into your pentacles. Start making that bread. Start getting into that creativity land. I take the time I need to nurture myself, to do the things that is best for my health, my wealth, myself. All right, so I'm going to get out of my head, because my head at this time is driving me a little bit insane, thinking about the liar that be out there trying to lie to me. You see, all right, I'm going to get out of my brain. I'm going to go into my heart, and I'm going to give myself the things that I need right from the very start. Okay, and I'm going to focus on my bread. My bread winners. And that could be anything. This could be school. This could be work. This could be home life, house life. Nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. Get a freaking massage. Go on a vacation. Read a book. You know, tune out. Getting into your own groove at this time, because that's what this is about. To get into that hermit reflect, to be able to detect the disrespect. I'm like, all right, okay, Spirit, I see what's happening here, and I don't like it, you see, but okay, woe to me. Oh no, victim is not me. All right, you see, your loss, you shall see who I breed, and I forgive you, you see, because bitter won't be thing, this seed that breathes through me. Okay, let's go on. Moving on to the next and final message. Let me know if you like this kind of message, because sometimes I just get dramatical in my ways, because humor is my way to raise my vibration in every kind of way. What can I say? I'm built this way through the dedication, willpower, and practice that I take to marinate this lovely Latin spice that is everything brutally nice. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, great. Okay. All right. Great things are happening all around. Take a bath. All right, one more for the road. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to check out my blog too, enchantingbible.blogspot.com. Also follow me on Instagram. Say hello. I say hello at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS, the one and only at Enchantress. Oh yes, that'll be me. All right, and enchantingbible.blogspot.com. And make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe here too. You know that is what to do. Talk to me. How do these messages resonate with you? Share with me so that I may share with you. This is an intergalactic exchange of vibrational waves that we align with together and rise in this beautiful weather. Alright, excited to start. If you got a feeling, you just can't shake it. Okay, that little voice inside you, listen to that shit. Start trusting your intuition. So get the out of your, all right, the voice inside of you from here. Okay, trust from here, because over here can get part of the collective monkey brain that drives us a little bit insane. It might get you a little bit chaotic and static in your brain. So you gotta misalign, identify the misalign, and be like, okay, I'm gonna travel inside. And until I can be clear with what is here, I'm just gonna hermit my mode and get in my cove, because I'm adorable that way. I get into my cave and everything will come into full alignment, you see, because I'm not a tight ass, you see. I don't know what this guy's trying to tell me, you tight ass. Maybe, yeah, I squat a lot, my ass is tight, granted. But we're about loosening up. These control freaks. Control freaks don't get laid. Oh, the unicorns, that's what they have to say. You know what I'm saying? Masturbate. Until you get into that line, because you don't want to be drawing in some toxicities at this time, because these STDs will eat you alive. But that's just me saying, you know what I'm saying? All right, you got a feeling inside you just get shake? Listen to it. One more card. Ooh. 1, 2, 3. I take the time I need to rediscover my vitality, and I'm going to see what is around me that don't need to be, because Queen of Swords is me. The Empress living deep. All queens residing inside of me. For I shall see. And I, in my align, rise dignified, because the Wheel of Fortune I got on my side. I trust whatever the universe brings in this alignment. You see, curly and swirly as I. Oh, listening to my intuitive divine. My intuition guides me to this truth. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a feeling that I just can't shake. And you know what? I'm awake. And in that, I listen to that, because divine is me on this galactic rise of a line of a spring. And you know what? Kudos to me for doing the work that I need to go within me, you see. All poetically divine at this time. I got a feeling I just can't shake, because I like to dance, and that is how I get into my line many other times. I dance for my shrine. You know what I'm saying? Symbolic. Live symbolic. But either way, thank you so much for tuning in. I got the style that I need to make. And share with me, how did this resonate with you? Yeah, thank you for tuning in. If you are a subscriber already, thank you so much. I love you. And if you're not a subscriber and you're still watching, I love you too. And if you are thinking about becoming a member, or you want to still be private and all this kind of stuff, reciprocity, baby. I am magic, you see. And so good for me, good for you. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works, because protected is out too in this divine of a line of a shrine. Ancestry refined. Living inside. But either way. So thank you. Anything that you need from me in regards to our communicating or diving into our deep, if you want to connect and work with me personally, that's what I do. Mystic Traveler, that is I, on this evolutionary high. You can check out all my information in the description box below, and these are the seeds that we sow. Thank you so much for tuning in, my friends. Until we speak again, namaste. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or effing quit the way that got you walking astray. Forget about the liar today. Truth shall set you free. You know what I mean? Namaste. Peace.